Hi, welcome to another e-letter. We're going to start by looking at the run-in. For those of you who haven't seen this video already, we'll take you through it. We're looking at these 6 points, particularly this Saturday. Motivation, time pressure, taking points off your near rivals, the maths, and that links in with dead rubbers, of course. Second to last and last days of the season. So let's get cracking. Motivation. Top leagues, European competition places. I would look, the key motivator for me would be in the second tiers, looking to gain automatic promotion or a promotion playoff place. Those, for me, take top priority. Avoid relegation, of course, and aim for relegation playoff place. Also, to win the title. You've seen recently the spat between Ajax and PSV in Holland went down to the wire, went down to the last kick of the match in the Ajax match. They conceded late on and came second. Talk about motivation. So you would have laid the draw there, wouldn't you? Time pressure. Again, with the Ajax match, 1-1. You score a goal, you'll win the title. All you've got is a second half. Talk about pressure. 3 points good, 1 point tolerable at this stage of the season. If it's 0-0 at half-time, or indeed 1-1, and you need a win, time pressure increases that urgency for the goal. We can target that. Last day of the season, particularly second half of the last match of the season, where one or both teams need a result. Backed into a corner, no way out, you've got to score. Got to. Simple as that. Taking points off your near rivals. So you'll see this weekend if you attend a live stream. We'll be looking at matches where, for instance, you've got 5th and 6th, and those are the last 2 places for Europe, or, for example, 6th and 7th. They're equal on points, but there's a goal difference. They're playing each other this weekend. That's the kind of match you want to target. They've got to take points off their near rivals. No time for empathy. And the maths, of course. You don't need the cranial capacity of Wayne Rooney, football genius, and manager extraordinaire, along with Ruud van Nistelrooy. But knowing who needs what will save you from the potential shocks of matches which don't have anything, with teams with nothing to play for. That's the importance. And using the live standings at soccer24.com, which we'll look at, they will unravel as the goals come in. You'll see places move. Then the math, you'll need to do the maths again. If X gets this, they'll be safe. But if Y scores, then X will have to do another thing to save their bacon. So the maths is important, particularly on the last day of the season, using the live standings. Dead rubbers. Avoid dead rubbers. We've had a recent one, Sassuolo, top of the league at home, scoring something ridiculous, like 27 goals in the last half hour of home matches. Last match of the season, already champions, lost 0-1. At home, in front of home support. Why? It's a dead rubber. There's a mental switch off. Teams that don't need to win rarely do win. That's an important maxim for you to take into your trading. That's carries through in all matches. The group stages of the Euros, for example, group stages of the Champions League. Teams that don't need to win rarely do win. You've seen, I think, Bayern Munich, as soon as they won the title. No, Paris Saint-Germain, as soon as they won the title in France, they failed to win the next 2 matches. No coincidence, that. Second to last and last days of the season, utilise these factors. Time pressure, the need for a result on the second to last day. That's, in golfing terms, moving day. If you can't get out of the problem you're in, relegation zone, just outside the playoffs, but with a win today and a win in the last day of the season, you can get out. That's what I'm talking about on the second to last day of the season. That's coming up in Spain very soon. The last day, of course, well, it's all pressure throughout. We just got to make sure we're with teams with need. This Saturday, for example, we've got the French League 1, it's the final match of the season. German Bundesliga, it's the final match of the season. Portuguese Premier League, final match of the season. Spanish La Liga, 2 to 3 matches remain. So we're getting into that territory I mentioned in this previous slide. Second to last day of the season, moving day in Spain. These teams, particularly those with a shot at Europe, or shot at promotion, of course, in the second tier in Spain, they can help themselves markedly by scoring 3 points this early in the run-in. I will be doing a live stream. It will be in the description below for you if you'd like to come along. 2:30 p.m. UK time. Let's take a look while we're here at soccer24.com, and I'll familiarise yourself with the standings and the live standings. There might not be any live standings to show you at the time of making this video. So this is a typical Soccer24 screen. Once these matches go in play, these standings will turn live, and you'll be able to see as goals come in. For example, this live standings here. You'll be able to see as goals come in how important or otherwise that goal is. This is a little bit early in the season, but it's a good example to you. The league position might change if the scoreline changes. For example, if Godabassi get a draw, that will move up to 7. If they get a win, that will move up to 8. And this lot will drop by 3 points. So the live standings, you'll see that feature here. Very important tool for you at the end of the season. If you'd like to attend the live stream, then get yourself over to youtube.com and go to the live section, which I'll show you in a sec. It's already set up. It's there for you to view on the 17th, 2:30. All there, ready. Click on the notify me bell there, and you'll be reminded to attend if you'd like to. Hopefully, we can make an assault on the last days of the season. Let's have a look at Saturday's coupon, for example. We've got French League 1 finalising. How would you do your research for French League 1? Let's take a look. Well, it's all here. You know it's the last day of the season, so you just click on the standings. This is where the mathematics comes in. So those with an arrow have finalised their position. So ignore their matches, or ignore them in their matches. Elsewhere, looks like business is yet to be concluded, doesn't it? 3 points from Lyon, and they bring all this lot into the equation on 57. Goal differences are very tight as well. So matches involving Lille, Strasbourg, Lyon and Brest. Lille, Strasbourg, Lyon and Brest. At the top, star those. Don't forget, we're ignoring dead rubbers unless one of the teams, dead rubber matches, unless one of the teams has something to play for. At the bottom, it's at Le Havre, Nantes and Reims and Saint-Etienne. Saint-Etienne, woeful goal difference, but if Le Havre don't win, Saint-Etienne do win, they will go into that relegation playoff place. So Saint-Etienne, Le Havre, Nantes and Reims. Saint-Etienne, Le Havre, Nantes and Reims. So Reims there. Nantes, we've got them all covered. So Lille and Reims becomes even more marked, doesn't it? I would be taking on that draw, that's for sure. 3 points good for both of these two teams. That's what we're looking for at the end of the season, isn't it? Nice and Brest, still a little bit for Nice to play for, isn't it? Saint-Etienne, desperate need for points. Strasbourg and Le Havre, well, isn't this your archetypal relegation 6-pointer? This is the kind of thing I'll be looking at. No, it's not. Still desperate need, isn't it? Both teams, great need. One, keep a tie on that European place. Just with a draw. A draw will suffice for Strasbourg, so Le Havre will have to be a little cautious. They'll need to aim for the win to avoid Saint-Etienne overtaking them, and in case Nantes don't win. So that is a fascinating match. These are the ones we look for at the last day of the season. So we've got some where there's desperate need. Let's have a look at a couple of the other leagues that I mentioned this Saturday, last day of the season. The German Bundesliga, last day of the season, so your first port of call is the standings there. Take a quick look through. Anything with arrows, we tend to ignore. That's Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich, job done for them. But Freiburg and Eintracht Frankfurt can swap places, can't they? Whichever one of those two gets 3 points. Dortmund can get a Champions League spot with a win. Mainz maybe can upgrade. I say maybe because the negative goal difference with Dortmund, even if they win Mainz today. But they've got Leipzig to think about. Leipzig must win. So as you can see, it's busy. 48 plus 3 is 51. But the goal difference is minus for Werder Bremen. I think their season is over. So let's look. Eintracht Frankfurt, Freiburg, Dortmund, Mainz, Leipzig, Werder Bremen. Wow. So Eintracht Frankfurt, we've got Freiburg, Dortmund, Mainz, Leipzig, Mainz, Werder Bremen. Outside chance for Werder Bremen. If they do get a win, it'll have to be an emphatic one. And their opponents lose emphatically as well. I'm not so sure that will come in. We've got them all covered. Frankfurt, there, playing Freiburg. That's going to be a key match, isn't it? That's a must take points off your nearest rival match. Dortmund are there. Mainz are there against Bayer Leverkusen, who have nothing to play for. So a little bit of a Brucey bonus for Mainz. And at the bottom, I think it's all concluded, is it? It's last match of the season. Holstein Kiel with 3 points can't get to 29. Heidenheim will be guaranteed a relegation playoff place. 29 plus 3 is 32. And the goal difference is very slight between Heidenheim and Hoffenheim. Well, it's just 6 goals. Can it be done? They scored 3 goals in the last match, Heidenheim. Maybe this is a deliberate tactic, is it? Well, maybe not. They failed to score previously. So Heidenheim, arguably, and Hoffenheim, and St. Pauli looks safe. I think the goal difference, Hoffenheim and Heidenheim would be the only two really. Hoffenheim there, and Heidenheim against Werder Bremen. So that's got a degree of importance about it. So as you can see, the Bundesliga becomes busy then, and we'll avoid the matches which don't have a star because there's no motivating factor. Goal difference, I think, leaves St. Pauli free. And you can do the same thing again with the Portuguese La Liga. Just look at the standings. If you want a 6 o'clock trading platform, last day of the season, how busy is it? Well, it's all to play for at the top. So Sporting Lisbon and Benfica will automatically get a look in. Bang. This is like the Dutch Eredivisie, all to play for, as you can see there. Elsewhere, points-wise, 65 to 68. Can Braga catch Porto? Well, they can on points, but they'll have to score a whopping amount of goals, 7 goal difference. I think Porto maybe just survive here. Elsewhere, Santa Clara and Victoria Guimarães will be fighting out 5th place. So Santa Clara, Victoria Guimarães. Santa Clara are there. Victoria Guimarães already playing Sporting Lisbon, so that's going to be a bit of a humdinger, but both teams requiring 3 points. How about the relegation zone? Last match of the season. It's all to play for Forenza, AFS and Estrela. Forenza, AFS and Estrela. So all to play for. Those are your matches. You avoid the ones which aren't highlighted like that. So that's how I approach the last days of the season. I hope you'll join me at 2:30 for a live stream if you fancy it. And before I go, a little chat about the Football Trading Lab. So I'm implementing a football testing lab for members at footballtradingprofits.com. We've got bet and go strategies that can complement our football trading. The more ideas, the merrier. If you've got any ideas and I can follow them daily, then pass them on. I'm ideally looking to make selections via the market. Quite a task because we're not looking at any form line, but we might over time find that the market can be quite accurate in determining, e.g., both teams to score over 2.5 goals, goal before half-time, etc. So this off-season, I've started my research. I'll be showing that in a members-only video soon. Then, once I've collated enough, I will be producing them through the staking machine, looking at backing and laying. You never know, a back system could turn into a lay system, and a prospective lay system could turn out to be a really good backing system. You just never know. But the more data I have, the better. But it's all manual at this stage, unless I can get AI to help me out. So that's it for this week. Do subscribe to youtube.com/@footballtradingprofits and ring the notify me bell to make sure you're alerted if you'd like to attend the live stream tomorrow, which is going to be a nice busy one, looking at the last days of the season. Have a great weekend. I hope to see you for a live stream on YouTube. If not, I'll see you again next week.